that they give you, you can't. They don't give it to you. You can only bet that back.
No, they don't give it. Like, say for instance, you win with that $200. They give you the winnings, but they won't give. Yeah, you're right. They won't give you that extra $200 because that was their money that they just spotted you.
So okay, so yeah, they spot you to kind of still keep you
Yeah,
engaged.
exactly.
And wanting to bet still.
Yeah,
Okay.
they get you with that. Okay, you got to put in $25, and once you put in $25, then they give you that free money. But
Gotcha.
yeah, if you win, you don't get that free money back. So instead of me getting 1,100, I mean 13, I got the 1,100.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
Still, would you start
Nah,
off with
it still
betting?
come up. Huh?
Would you start off with betting? I'm saying, is that you built that up over time, or is it you got that in one lump?
They give it to you in one lump sum.
Okay.
But there's 3 tickets. They give you a $5 ticket, then they give you a $15 ticket, and the other one's a $200 ticket. And it's an expiration date on each one of those tickets. So I just, last day I seen the $200 one was about to expire the next day. I was like, you know what? Let me bet this whole shit because other than that, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah,
yo, good shit, dog. I like it.
I'm loving this. I'm loving people. I'm hearing people come up all over the place on different sites, on their parlays and betting on games.
I mean, my man Aaron, he that's how he does his traveling.
Yeah, Aaron's
off of gambling.
Yo, Aaron's the king of that shit, dog.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's really good at that shit.
He's going there like, does he have a job or is he a professional gambler?
Nah, Aaron is like a freelance.
Yeah, he freelances
I forget what line of work he does. He's a freelance something. I don't know if it's photographer. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but you know what I'm saying? I love it, man, because every time I turn around, it's inspiring, to be honest.
Yeah.
Always traveling. I like
I mean, I wish I could live like that. I mean, he ain't got no kids, no nothing. It's just him.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. You don't have no
what did they used to call those people that used to go from state to state in them little Unibagels? What they used to call them? There's a certain name for them.
Unibagels. I forget what they call.
I forgot what. I forgot what they call them.
What, Nomad, Rolling Stone? Which one?
Damn, they like from the back in the hippie days and whatnot. They just live wherever they go and live and turn up wherever. It's just, that's just the way they are. I forgot what the word is.
God damn it.
Yeah, I forgot the term.
Yeah,
there's a certain name for them.
You can live like that when you have no kids, though. But when you're making that much off gambling too, on top of your work money, like, and having no kids, like, I'd be traveling every other day too. Shit.
Word.
Yeah,
word
Aaron's like Tommy. Like, where's your job at? He ain't getting it.
He can't show you.
But
yo, man, Smart Minds, we here Friday night shit.
Oh yeah, hello there.
Show side of things, you know what I'm saying? Right, fellas. We so engulfed in our conversation. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we forgetting about. We got a show going on in about a couple minutes.
Couple minutes early for the pre-show. Actually, the pre-show.
Yeah, I know, right?
The lady that does my here we go. I know it's coming. The lady that does my beard facials, right? She she has a shout out to Riviera Bar. She does like a beard facial, so she'll like go anyone with beards, like she goes in your beard, takes out the ingrown hairs, like does the exfoliation.
Does she sit on top of you while she does that?
Yo,
I wish.
Yo,
let's pretend I didn't say that. Let's trick it out for the record.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She's the one that put me onto one of the sites. I forget what the one she said it is, but they give you like 100 free. But I didn't try that one because it was like asking me to link my bank account. I was like, I don't know. I don't feel because I've had like 3 debit cards in the past year get suspended. So I'm like, So I
mean, FanDuel asks you that same thing. I give them a card, but it's one that I really don't use the bank, whatever. So something that I can really close down. It ain't my main one, not my credit union or anything like that.
Right.
Because I'm kind of like you too. I'm real leery about that type of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, definitely. Nothing worse than an unexpected withdrawal from something. I definitely had a moment where I had my debit card attached to some shit. I went and checked. They're like, oh yeah, we took X, Y, and Z. I'm like, what the? I said, yo, what?
Yeah, man. Like I just had fraud done on my account in January. The first transaction they did was for like 800, and I caught that. And then another one was pending. They was trying to take 15. I'm like, nah. Hell no, that wasn't me. And I
Yeah,
still
that
don't
shit
know
sucks.
where the hell they got my account number from.
I had an issue like that in Florida. Took the kids to Disney one year, and like every day we would go downstairs and eat breakfast in the little lobby and whatnot. And I remember you give them the card. Chick took my card, went over, swiped it, to enter us in. But I think what they did was they copied all the details of the card. And so they didn't do nothing while we were there. But when I checked out, I'm like, I think I was like in the airport or some shit like that the last day. And my email just rung, was like fraud alert, whatever. And I was like, I didn't pay no attention. I got all the way to Boston. And then they were like, hey, I think my bank ended up calling me because they had already froze my account. And so I'm like, what's going on? And they were like, well, did you buy a wig and some other shit from some hair store and all this? And I'm like, wait a minute, time out. I ain't even got no hair. What the fuck I need?
Yeah.
But
that's why you need a wig.
But
That's why you need a wig.
What? Yo, did you buy a wig? Was that early Halloween costume?
Like they had wigs, they had eyelashes. Like she was detailing all the stuff they were trying to purchase and shit. I'm like, man,
come on. Prince for Halloween.
But I knew it was the chicks that were working downstairs. They looked like they were some fucking thieves.
Oh shit! Come on, man. The stereotyping, man.
I heard Florida, but I heard Florida. Like my friend in Florida, she told me Florida is like South Florida is like the fraud capital with debit cards. So you leave your card laying around or just go to the wrong spot and use your card, they're gonna get you probably.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you about our exploits as teenagers, but
here we go.
Yeah, man, definitely.
They show you out of the statute of limitations before you admit to anything on camera.
It's been long. It's been long gone for that. So
it's already definitely done.
Shout out to the Connect boy, because in high school I had the polos, Scottie Pippins, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
I never got those connects.
Little swipey, little swipey. The statute of limitations is over with.
The statute of limitations.
All good, dog.
Yeah.
All good.
I never got those connects. Do you know how many sneakers I would have had and how? What?
Oh my goodness!
If I had those connects back then.
I used to have people at clothing stores, and they would do the same things these chicks did to me. Take all your card information, write it down on a piece of paper, and they plug it into the system. When I come in, get what I want, type that shit in. But that was back in the day.
Right.
That was back in the day.
One of my homeboys, I ain't even gonna say the name, but one of my homeboys,
you
back
can't.
in the days, I can't say his name. But BM worked at one of the spots, worked at Macy's. So we all had Macy's cards in high school. You know what I'm saying? So rugby game was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stupid. Matching polo jackets and everything.
That's what I needed. I always have food connects. Like my boy was working down McDonald's in Fields Corner when it first opened. So we go.
Sean Dell?
Nah, my man Marab BB from around my way. He was down there when Sean Dell was down there, when Shiz was down there. But it was him, Shiz, and Kim used to work there. So I knew all of them. So if one was working, I'm getting hooked up. I might order a number 2, but I'm getting 2 number 2s in that bag.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, nice.
Or my man worked at Aubon Pan, so all the croissants at the end of the night, the ham and cheese, all that coming to the crib like word.
Yo, oh man, those
we was some conniving ass kids back in the day, man.
Dog, listen,
my Fields Corner cats.
Us going to Grant's when Grant's used to be at the bottom of Peaceville on Norfolk Street. We used to go in Grant's, go in the front way, get what we wanted, and then came back out the entrance. And right back out to it.
Yeah.
Yo, it was crazy. It was crazy. We were definitely some bad.
We got a shout out Cooley working at World Foot Locker back in the day. Her and Kittredge.
Oh, definitely. I definitely got some kicks from them back in the days.
Walk in. You walk in with a pair of them old dusty sneakers in the house, put them in the box, go out with the new shits. Man, listen.
Word up. Shout out to back in the days being lit like that. If you had to have those kind of connections where you was coming up on either some liquor, in our case, we was coming up on the gear. You know what I'm saying? The Macy's card.
Yeah.
Freaking in the sneaker game, dog. My man, I don't know how he found where he got this American Express, some crazy shit. We was like, let's check and see if it works out. Went to the gas station on Mass Ave, checked it, filled the tank up. Next thing you know, Cambridge Side Galleria. We was all going in there. Yo, listen. And
bags,
I'm talking about
all types of bags in the car.
Fresh game was ridiculous, dog.
Yeah,
for the
definitely.
next few weeks in school, dog.
Yeah, we hitting Dockers. we man, because back in them days that was the preppy look, so we hitting Dockers and all types of shit.
Yeah, it definitely had a preppy look thing, but definitely the polos and the rugby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, with the silver tabs and all that. You know what I mean?
I can't even find silver tabs no more. Like the all black ones with when you flip over the bottom of your shit, it'd be all gray and shit. I can't even find them no more. But you can see like the
go to the Levi outlet and rent them.
Is it?
You might on some out there.
I didn't see no when I was out there.
Really? I'm about to say, damn, they still got silver tabs.
I saw. Maybe I saw.
I did. I see the name silver tab, but it's not the ones that we used to have. I don't see those.
Yeah, nah. People always touching shit, changing shit. Like how McDonald's took off the orange drink. Fucking Wendy's got rid of the spicy nuggets. KFC got rid of the wedges and the spicy. Like, stop touching shit.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I didn't go back after they got rid of the wedges.
Bro. You said that really aggressively,
man. Shit, man. I honestly was about to do a letter from Payne about it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm trying not to be hostile in 2023.
No. But they always trying to like reinvent the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Do things over, you know what I'm saying? Change it up. We see it happen with movies, remakes and all that. Like that fucking House Party movie remake.
I didn't see it.
God awful. Like that was awful. That was time of my life I couldn't get back. I'm happy to support that because I'm, LeBron and Maverick and them, they put it out. I want to support it, but like it was terrible. It just was not it wasn't a good movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, everything can't be remade.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True that. Speaking of, I do like the Fresh Prince remake. I like Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air's tough.
That's different.
I like Bel Air.
The casting, the writing, even the acting, like, it's all there.
Yep.
And Coco Jones,
I agree.
Coco Jones and the new Aunt Viv.
Yo, she's dope. She's dope.
Great to look at.
Yes.
Smoke.
I mean, multi-talented singer, actress. Yeah, she's.
I didn't even know that. I did not even know that.
Her music's good
I didn't put
too.
two and two together until I was listening to one of her songs, and I think like afterwards, like they were just talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's the girl from Fresh Prince. She sings.
But even Mr. Banks sings. Fresh Prince himself, he sings.
Who?
Yeah.
His last name is Banks.
Jabari Banks.
Yeah, he sings. I was like, shit. Yeah. Okay.
You know that. Okay. Wow.
That's what's up.
I think a couple of them do a couple of different things.
Okay. Well, speaking of remakes, and I know that's one of the things that kind of like we were talking about, I want to segue to it, and we're getting a little bit early on the start of the show. Obviously, the movie Rocky, legendary, right? One of the great movies. You know what I'm saying? Like great series as far as when you're talking about, what was it, like 6 Rockies? Maybe? Maybe like 6
it's up there. It's somewhere in there. You
know? So
the fifth one was with Tommy Gunn, and then there was another one after that, I think.
Right. Antonio Tarver, I believe, was in one of the last ones. I think so. But of course, after that, we had the spawn of the Creed.
Yeah.
Creed, right? Creed was
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I saw the first 2 Creeds. What did you guys? Have you guys saw them? First 2 Creeds?
I've actually seen all of them. And that's probably the best spinoff out of everything I've ever seen. From Rocky to that Creed spinoff, that's probably the best. Because these Creeds are not letting us down at all.
Right. In terms of like, so you mean in terms of like a movie that had a spinoff from it, that's the best one ever.
Yeah, this is probably the best one ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Instinct on its own. Yeah, I would say yeah.
Well,
sure.
I haven't saw Creed 3 yet. And that's just because of time frame or anything like that.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do kind of with our segue here of kind of going in this direction. So recently, I guess maybe during the press run, there were a lot of pictures of I believe Jonathan Majors is the gentleman's name. Jonathan Majors, he's in Creed 3. I think that's his name at least. Come on, help me out, guys.
Jonathan Majors and
he's in Creed 3, right? That's what I was asking.
With the aggravating ass face.
So him and my Jesus.
Yeah, that's an ugly nigga.
Come on, Jesus, Pay.
Round up all the time. Like
you guys are cutting to it early, man.
Yeah, so like what's wrong with you, nigga?
Him and Michael B. Jordan. Him and Michael B. Jordan during their press run had some pictures that some people would find compromising or find, I don't know. It just depends on the eye you're looking at it from. And so I guess that goes back into our show tonight and the title of it, which is Pause, because we couldn't do the other title. Shout out to Chuck and Hightower too. We can't, we got to get him that. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys had, Chuck had a really interesting title that we can't talk about. And it could be a viral moment for us on that.
Well, before we get too deep into that, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic. Yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel Hightower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne, keep it 100. Matter of fact, keep it a mill. Let's go.
Speaking of remakes, loving that.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the guy Mike Perryman
shout out to the guy Mike Perryman, man.
Oh my word.
The man, Mr. Perryman. Salute, brother. Thank you.
Always shout out to D White.
Definitely, and always shout out to D White. That's man, we've already said before. That's like the first season of Power. That song. You know what I mean, it's just you'd be crazy to kind of change it up. It just if there was anything ever perfect, that song was it. So we can the intro.
Yes. The videography might be in that lane now too. We might not be able to change the intro at all.
Yeah, no, we can't. We gotta hit Mike up again. So shout out to the brother Mike Perryman, man, doing amazing things out in ATL, man.
Salute.
Great brother by way of Boston out there doing this thing, man.
He definitely gave us a lot of time that weekend. He put in a lot of work.
But again, man, when you have good people that want to see you winning, you know what I mean? That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, Mike is doing great things out there. But yeah, getting back to where we cut off at, talking about the show. So they've been on a press run taking pictures, and apparently there were a few pictures that had some people up in arms or saying that's their reasoning for not going to see the movie. You know what I mean? And the first picture, I'm not sure if we have any of them or not, but I know the first picture is the gentleman. He's coming up to grab his friend from behind and hug him. And then another picture is kind of like they're next.
Let me walk away for a minute.
Excuse me.
We'll come back, yo.
But where you going, bro? Come on, man. And another picture where he's hugging and he has his head on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And I glad my phone's over there. I don't want to pull the pictures up.
I'm back now. He came up behind him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like he ran up to instead of hugging him from the front, he hugged him.
But man, everyone stop for a minute because I wish a motherfucker would.
So the title of our show is, again, we just want to talk about, like, do people over sexualize things with something like that? Two black men showing love to each other in a way that people would seem to be I don't know, to just take it a certain way, whatever the case may be. Like, you guys are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I've ever told y'all I love y'all, but I don't know if I've ever did. But whatever the case, when we hug, we pound, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I can never see myself seeing Sammy in the gym, you know what I mean, with his back turned, I walking behind him. That nigga might turn around, give me the elbow, knock my ass in.
Nah. Yeah, there's a few things I'm just not cool with. Don't good game me. Don't good game me. Don't walk up behind me and hug me. Yeah, I mean, y'all know what a good game is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a good game is a guy. Okay, you do something well, he smack you on your ass. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, nah. We're not doing that. That's crazy.
You got me feeling real like I don't know.
Okay, so let's get into that, fellas. Like, what's the reasoning or not for something like, even though you know it's not meant in that way, why does that make you feel like that when you know it's from someone who's heterosexual just like you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be your reasoning for taking that a certain way? So whichever one of you brothers,
it's just boundaries, man. It's just certain boundaries that in places I don't feel like being touched. So it's just like I don't know. I mean, yeah, I may know he ain't like that, but don't smack me on my ass like niggas be out here smacking chicks on their ass. Not that just
yeah, fuck that.
Just feels
yeah.
And you know, all this coming up, hugging up on you, behind you, like, no, you can't.
I've seen people do that though. Like,
but
like,
don't
behind your boy and like kind of give him a headlock, like a loving headlock, like, yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's the word? Like, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But if
headlock me, but headlock me from the side.
Like, relax. You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to do that with your men, and there's a way to do that with your girl. You do it the way you do it with your girl. You gotta relax, brother. Like, this ain't that zone. But like, people that, so from what I'm understanding, it was Camron that was kind of against this and spoke out against this photo and why
he said that's the reason why he hasn't gone to see the movie yet. He said that was one of the reasons why
he's doing too much. Because I mean, like,
nah, Cam's just talking to be talking right now. Yeah, that's publicity.
Nothing wrong with showing your guy love, like, you know what I mean, like, and of course the photos look like, you know, like he's holding his head against his ever so lovingly, and like, you know what I mean, like they're brothers. You know what I mean, like, I show my brothers love, and like you said, I tell them I love them. Like, anyone that is that overly homophobic raises my eyebrow. Because when you're that against something, that usually kind of indicates to me you're hiding something. Not saying that's what this case is, but in most cases, that's what I like. Someone that's overly homophobic, I'm thinking they're in the closet themselves because they have such a problem against them.
No, I just think that's like how just some New York cats are. I just think that's how some of them are. I don't think that sets the precedent for thinking that. But like, I mean, again, you know, we all have close friends, and you know, none of us would take a picture with one of our close friends, with one of our guy friends, and like have our head rested on his shoulder or anything like that. Like,
I mean, been the expressions on their face too while they had their heads held up against.
Right. To say that's the reason why you don't want to go see the movie, I think is a stretch.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But like the pictures are put it a little more crazy than it probably is. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I don't really think there's never nothing wrong with showing your friends, your brothers, like love or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anything's wrong with doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, sometimes I don't think guys don't do enough of that. You know what I mean? Because of the whole masculine thing and wanting to feel like, nah, it's not cool, or, you know what I mean? It makes me feel a way about doing something like that. You guys agree? No? Yes?
I do. And I honestly think like, I think that's a big reason why a lot of times when guys lose their boys, like their boy passes away, it hits them so fucking hard because they didn't show them the love that they needed to when they were here.
Great. Absolutely. That's
Give people their flowers, man. You love your mans, tell them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
Yeah, you niggas all right.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with
Even
showing.
if it's in your own way like that.
Right. Look, right. Little is definitely not the type of dude that he gonna show you love, but it's definitely gonna be in his way, in his terms, and it ain't gonna be nothing how you think it should normally be. You know what I'm saying? He got his ways to tell you he love you without saying he loves you.
And if it was any other way, we'd all be like, "Yo, what's wrong? Like something's up. Like, are you dying or what's going on here?"
Yo.
You know what I mean? So yeah, always show love. I mean, even if it's in, like I said, in your own way, just like that, or like I don't verbalize it. And I feel like I don't verbalize it enough. I'm getting better at it, but you know, there's my own certain ways. I just hit people up just to check in on them or whatever. So
no, definitely.
I think the one time, well, I can't say it's the one time. I think one time that I did show that type of love, I had DC, DeMarco, and I can't remember the third person that was in that car, and they had me lit. You know, they had me lit. I'm passed out in the car. They drive me to Franklin Field. I look around. I'm like, yo, what the? You know, but then I started, you know, I don't know. I think we had just lost somebody, and I was just going on and on. And I think, you know, they all crying and whatnot. But I think later on I was real embarrassed because I'm like, that's not me. That ain't never been me. But, you know, I mean, hey,
sometimes
it is what it is.
Truth serum. So that may be you.
Right. Definitely was bringing that side. And again, depending on the situation, because sometimes, again, you know, when someone dies, you know what I'm saying? When someone passes away, like, of course, there's that moment like you have, depending on, you know what I'm saying, your relationship. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if it's true, but that might have been around the time when you guys were together. Maybe was that the time the hook passed?
It might have been. It might have been because it was all because Marco was still here, and yeah, it might have been. It might have been.
DeMarco and Hook passed in the same year. Between 2 to 3 months from each other. Hook passed in February. DeMarco passed in April.
Yeah.
I just won't. And I just April. Yep. Yeah, pretty much, because that was when Shabazz and them had won. UConn had won a national chip that year. It was 2014, and I remember that so vividly because I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing when DeMarco passed away, and the person who called me. And I was on my way to a birthday party with my daughter, and DC called me, hysterically crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't. That's my brother. I started crying with him on the phone too, so not to put it out there like he was one. Like we both.
But you know, DC's one of those guys that. Yeah, he's probably one of those guys that always shows his affection. You know, his love for, and I salute him. Absolutely. You know, you gotta love DC for that.
Absolutely, because because it's truly genuine.
Yeah,
and you can see that when you can see it when you talk to him and have a conversation with him. You can see that his love is genuine for you. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, and in that moment, just losing DeMarco, that was just like, yo, we just lost Hook 2 months ago, so now we're losing DeMarco. Like, this is crazy. So definitely
it's crazy because that DeMarco situation is a key example of what we're talking about right now. Because the night DeMarco died, I was up to like 1 or 2 in the morning with him just clowning on Facebook. He died like 2 hours after that. I wake up the next morning to rest in peace DeMarco. I'm like, fuck out of here. I just talked to this dude 2 hours ago.
Definitely,
and I never told him I loved him that night. 2 hours, like that shit fucked me up for a minute. Like I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Show your man love while he's here. Whether you tell him you love him or just in the way like you hug him when you give him a pound, like that can show you too.
Yeah, definitely.
You're right.
Yeah, because segueing into that was like, that was one regret. Not to even try to we're going somewhere else with this. I'm not trying to make it a somber show or mood, but I'm just thinking about that time, what you saying that with DeMarco, like rest in peace, Tim Brown. That was my best friend for over, my whole life. And
y'all from the same area, what, Michigan Ave, right?
Right. Grew up
Yeah.
2 houses down from each other. And before he passed away, I never got a chance to tell him I love him because we weren't on like the best of terms in that moment. So that's something that I always like live with and be like, man, what the fuck? Like I didn't get a chance to. So now I try to make it my business with a lot of my friends. Like even if they don't say it back to me, I always making sure I say when I see him, when I break apart, I try to say, yo, I love him, show him love in whatever way possible, because you truly don't know in those moments like when it's gonna be your last time, like having that chance to say, yo, I love you, man, or just showing love. It doesn't always have to be I love you, but just showing love, you know what I'm saying, to your brother, your friend, your comrade, your partner, however, you know what I'm saying, you choose to decipher the relationship. But just in those moments, you know, for times like that, for sure, man. Word up.
Word up.
You know? Oh man. You know, so show your people's love, man. That's what we would say, man. Show your people's love. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, y'all all right.
And sisterly love too, because there be a lot of cattiness with women. Women are emotional creatures, but y'all be catty as shit. Show y'all girls love. Stop doing bullshit, because it's the same shit. Like,
word
come
up,
on, man. Life is too short to not be showing each other love.
Tomorrow's never promised.
You know, and the thing is, it costs nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Costs nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? It costs nothing at all to show love. And that's just in all facets of life, whether that's your brother, your sister, you know what I mean, to your black business, you know what I'm saying, to whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if that something is just simply reposting or something, you know what I'm saying, whether it's your black podcast, you know what I'm saying, like this one, hit the like, subscribe button, share, show love, you know what I'm saying, and do it like that. You know, so
our listeners definitely. Man. I think our listeners definitely show love, because I get positive, almost all positive feedback from our listeners. So, a big shout out to them. Matter of fact, round of applause.
Yes,
big shout out, man. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you, listeners.
With us, you know, checking us out, man.
I know we changed a little bit. We're not live,
right. You know, but we still here, you know what I mean? We're looking to give you guys the best quality show as possible. You know, shout out to our brothers right now, Hightower and Jones on his way to town. You know what I'm saying? Big movie guy in the making. So
speaking of brotherly love, showing him love on his movie excursion.
Yes,
we got a scene that he's shooting Sunday. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, you know, he's definitely got some things going on, and that's a big deal, you know what I'm saying, for him. And
it's a lifelong dream right now, you know, and it's starting to come true.
Right. And super duper happy and excited for him on this journey, man, and just happy to just to be a friend along this path, you know, a brother along this pathway. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dope when you can watch, you know, one of your brothers like do their dream. You know what I'm saying? It's inspiring, actually. So super duper dope. You know what I mean? Little.
Yes, sir.
Got a maritime force, brother. You guys, I'm sorry. We got any shout outs, anything like that? You know what I'm saying? Guys want to get off for pause on that.
Before we get into shout outs, I wanted to do a little something extra with this brotherly love thing. Since we all here, I wanted us to give each other our flowers right now while we're here. Like, I'd love to give a shout out to Maine. Maine's always making some deliciously excellent meals that make it hard for me to stay on these damn diets I be on, trying to keep this weight off. You know what I mean? Doing things with the kitchen creators and all types of other stuff. Anything with cooking that's involved with Chef Maine Topic, y'all go check that out. And you will not regret it. Shout out to Little for putting up with a league full of grown-ass children.
Yo.
It takes patience. I say it all the time, and I give him shit all the time, and I know I'm aggravating, so to have to do it with 100 other motherfuckers is crazy.
You're nowhere near aggravating as most of these other motherfuckers. No.
Between that and working like how you work in the kitchen yourself, and if Little ever decides to get into catering, get his shit too, because he can
absolutely
go down as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jones with his book writing.
Thank you.
And his movies. Shout out to Hype doing great things with the show.
Puma.
Just great things in general. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I mean, and shout out to all my other men out there. Y'all know I love y'all. And I show love on every occasion when I see all my people. So
yeah, definitely,
Oh, man,
definitely. Thank you very much.
That's a tough act to follow, man.
I'm driving down, you know, in Roxbury, Eggleston, and all types of stuff, and I happen to look up, you know, and who do I see? Mr. Dorchester sitting up here in the big billboard, you know. So, you know, so that just shows how much work he's putting out. That just shows that, you know, Maine, you know, Chef Maine, he's getting it. He's getting it out here, you know. You know, I can't wait till one of these days. Hopefully, somebody give him an opportunity to run his own thing. You know, I mean, we got. I mean, shit. Maybe Sparring Minds need to put down some money and just.
We might have another business
open up
venture.
something for him.
We might have another business venture. We'll talk about that later on. I actually came across something. We'll talk about that later.
And you know, you got to talk. You got to give your flowers to Payne. You know, he's doing his every monthly. What's it called? It's
Healing Circle, baby. Healing Circle.
Yeah, the Healing Circle.
The Healing.
You know, and that's dope because you know they sit around, you know, they talk, they confide in each other, and they give each other support, and that's big. We definitely need that. We need a lot more of that. Yeah, you know, sure. And you know, I already spoke on Hype. I already spoke on Chuck. Those my guys. Love them to death. They better not run up on me, hug me, none of that stuff. But
give him one of them Jonathan Majors hugs, Chuck.
Yo, man, listen, man. You know, when we first started in this show, you know, and it was just four of us originally, myself, Chuck, and Hightower and Little. I was like, yo, something is missing, man. Like, you know, we need us a DJ. And I remember being in the meeting and it was like, yo, it's one person who I have in mind. Like, it's nobody else who I had in mind that I thought would fit in this slot that would work perfect and chemistry wise will kind of just balance us out. You know what I'm saying? And that's my man Payne, dog. You know, I remember long many moons ago having the Main Topic show over in Quincy. And I remember approaching Payne, asking Payne to pull up and come and DJ without any problem, any hesitation, a second thought. He said, yo, man, I got you. Just tell me the time, place, when and where. I'm there with no problem at all. He came through, showed so much love. Like I said, that's been my guy for many moons ago, growing up in the Dorchester area, from going over there. When I played ball to hoop in that area, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been always a solid brother. Back then, he has a Charger now. He was driving like a big ass Expedition back in the days. Had all his studio stuff with him. You know what I mean? Came through and show major love. And so it was an easy thing when it came time to us needing a DJ. And he's been more than a DJ for us. You know what I mean? He's became just a dope personality, added dope things to the show, and just make it possible for, you know, when it's times like this where the whole crew isn't there, we have someone that we know can step in, do the job, and it's seamless, anything like that. So Payne, my brother, love you, man. Appreciate you for always being A1 dude. Healing Circle is super dope. The game nights are super dope. You always make your home welcome to us, you know what I'm saying, and have the dope playlist. I swear, man. Yo, listen.
Yo, we forgot to get that. I forgot to get you that mix in Atlanta.
I challenge anyone, man. I don't know who makes better playlists than this brother right here for a party. I remember going to a game night one time, and I swore I thought we was like at a club or something because every song, everything was just like right on point. Transition. I was like, God damn, nigga, like you gonna throw a dud in there? Like, yo, how you just got a playlist with no duds at all? You know what I mean?
And then gonna talk about Opera Tired. Man,
right. Yeah. Cut that shit out,
keep
man.
The rust off, man. I gotta keep the rust off. That was just a preview of how Hong Kong used to be every other Saturday, but we ain't gonna get
crazy, dog. Little, you know what I mean, my brother. I know we argue, we fight like brothers. You
Every
know,
day.
you and I both know it's
Yeah.
all love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We worked
Mhm.
together for about 4 years, close in yo Payne in the same station, literally every day in the same station. I
Argument every day.
worked from 6 to 2. He came in from 2 to 10.
11 to 7.
So it would I'm sorry, 11 to 7. So it would overlap, in our time frame. And when I say we argued like every day, like about just
for the
stupid
3
shit,
hours
we
y'all was
literally
together just arguing.
we every day in the same station for like at least
I can
like 2 years. I worked in the grill. We worked in the same exact station. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can
But
imagine.
I wouldn't have had that job without him. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, because during my
Mm.
interview process, shout out to Joe Cacciatore,
Yes.
I'm in an interview. Little comes in the dead ass while I'm in an interview, sits down in the interview with me and Joe Cacciatore. Okay, but that's how comfortable he was. He had been at BU since for over 30 years now. It feels like, you know what I'm saying. But
Damn.
he showed me love
24 right now. We
and
count.
helped me get in that job. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a position, gave me an opportunity to make some money and just to do better for myself. I learned a lot while I was at BU. I gained a lot of good connects and good network with people and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, Little, my brother, I love you, even though, like I said, we argue, fuss, and fight, but you at the end of the day,
Thank
you
you.
know it's all love. And for what you've done to the OTL for that league, I've told you this before. Personally, I don't think you get enough flowers as far as what you do. And I know you deal with a lot of bullshit and things like that. But from the reputation I remember that league having to where it's at now, that's major difference. And you are the driving force. Reggie Carter's not there with you anymore. You and him kind of started that together. But
salute
you
to
have
Reg.
you have been holding that down from getting better uniforms, referees, and again, like Payne said, dealing with grown babies sometimes with the issues and things like this of guys who weren't even that great when they were younger to be bitching now about stuff, but that's a whole other thing. We'll talk about that on
we gonna get trashed when they hear this.
Nah, I don't. It's all good, man. Shit. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. My team's in first place, so whatever. I can talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, no, Little man, what you've done.
Playoffs is around the corner.
Absolutely. What you've done with the OTL, definitely. I've told you this before to your face and behind your back, like how you've done a great job with this league, getting this league back right and where it's at, man. And just everything, like I said, that you've ever done for me, help me out, man. Like I said, I appreciate you, more than you'll know. Jones, my cancer brother. He's not here tonight, man, but definitely appreciate him. He's always on my back about getting my shit together as far as doing more stuff with the business side of the catering and things like that. And I appreciate him for it. I've been doing
Jones has so many more dreams for all of us. Like,
but just to have that kind of friend, that's like always pushing you
behind
towards
you. Yep.
Something
better.
Not Jonathan Major's way behind you, but behind you. Pause. But no, but here we go. But in all seriousness though, but just like getting you to strive for excellence and getting you to know, you can do more, and like, we need to be doing this, that, and the third. Like, for someone like myself who sometimes isn't always a self-starter, like sometimes I could use that extra push or just those words of encouragement on days when you're like, man, it ain't going well, because sometimes being an entrepreneur, it's tough. It's gonna have good days, it's gonna have bad days. It's kind of up and down, you know what I'm saying? But just having a friend like that's like that is so much big. Needed. You're thankful for it, and you appreciate it. And I love you for that, Jones. HT he's pretty much kind of the same way, the same way as Jones is, as far as like, getting you to realize like, nah, man, you kind of better than what you give yourself, or whatever the case would be. So just always that self-encouragement. And Hightower, I never forget, years ago, when I was just starting out, Hightower threw me a play for doing a catering event for Puma, for his people at Puma. You know what I mean? Like way back in the days, like show love, everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, and he's usually always been like that. And he recently, it's in the back room, showed me love on some other stuff, because this bag of Marathon OG and stuff that he brought me, my God, dude, my God, you know, only a friend who loves you would show you that kind of love with that bag of goodies. You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness,
salute.
we talked the other night when he came here, man, and just, you know, the conversation that we had is just like what I'm saying now. It's just always good energy, and always like pushing you towards being the best person you can be. So I say all that to say, like, I love this circle of brothers that I'm blessed to be within this podcast, because everyone is pushing each other to do better. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can never go wrong when there's no squares in your circle. So
absolutely,
shout out to you, brothers. Love you guys, man. Little, take us on up out of here with the mirror time.
All right. Don't adapt to the energy in the room. Influence the energy in the room. And I take that from the Jonathan Majors, Michael B. Jordan picture there, you know, because like you said, you know, it's not a bad thing to sit there and love and embrace your brother.
Nope. Never.
Definitely not.
Man, Spar Minds. We out of here. Episode 130, man. It's been another one.
Pause.
You know, pause. Hopefully we'll have
no homo.
Everybody will be back on camera and on the show next week, man. We out of here, yo. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Spar Minds.
Yes, sir.
We should go out with that intro.